I believe. Okay, we all happy? Stephanie, happy. And are you all right there? And Kirsty Donald, good lineup. Okay, we got the green light. Shearers, go. So we got Anne Mine from France, we got Stephanie Koshus from Germany, and we've got Kirsty Donald from Scotland. So we got a good lineup again here. Anne Mine. Anne has got different shoes, different footwear every time she comes up on board. I just can't wait to see what she's on tomorrow. Stephanie from Germany there now, just goodness crutch, this is the easy one. Kirsty Donald. Kirsty had a cracking All Nations wool handling. I think she was top qualifier in that, so she'll be wanting to do well. This is the first round, mine. We've got a couple of rounds and 3 rounds, I think, of this wool handling, and they take the top into the semi-final. Top 3s, top 9 perhaps. So the shearers are putting a good pace on, keeping it like a working environment, like if it's out in the sheds. A good wool handler will put value on your wool clip. So the shearers are putting a good pace on now, keeping it nice and even for these wool handlers. We got Anne from France, Stephanie from Germany, and Kirsty from Scotland. So now Anne Mine from France just gathers that fleece up for her throw. Stephanie Koshus from Germany. So here goes Anne. Hey, not a bad throw. She flicks. Oh, that's a good one from Germany. Kirsty Donald. That's a good one from Kirsty Donald, but I'm not the judges. They're the beady ones looking up there. Anything folded in, anything overlapping the table. It's a A4 size is a 1 point. So here you go. Roll up now on green table, blue table, and red table. Kirsty sticks that in. That goes out to be judged out the back. Stephanie Koshus now just looking around. Got to have eyes in the back ahead. Don't want to miss a crutch. That could be 10 whole fixed points if you miss the crutch. You don't want to do that. So now, Kirsty Donald, top qualifier in that open All Nations. Anne's looking around. Anne's getting busy. Stephanie's getting busy now. And here goes Kirsty Donald from Scotland. The next throw. That's a good throw again, but I'm not the judge. It's up to the lady. I judge her. She bangs that belly ball in there now. Stephanie goes off with her first fleece. Round she goes now. Picks up her second fleece. Let's see what she's just cleans it out. Wraps it and throws it across the table. Anne Mine from France. She's working hard there. She's a busy little character there. Shearers are giving it going. Yeah, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Get behind these wool handlers. They're working hard. Kirsty there working hard on that one. Roll up time on the red table. Roll up time on the blue table.
Roll up time it is. Anne Minot from France steps up to the table, lays it out. Not a bad throw. Wee bit hanging over. Judge having a look. Won't be too bad for her though. Into the basket. Kirsty Donald's fleece goes. 1 left on the table for her to pick up. Still 1 on the sheep. Stephanie Koshus. Nice tight looking fleece that one is. Into the basket it goes. She's happy with it. It's finished and done with. Up to the board. Stephanie sets it up. Brings it back towards her. Lifts it. Lays it out nicely on the table. Not a bad sort of a throw. Anne Minot from France sets it up as well. Lifts it off the board. Turns, throws it on. Good throw from Anne Minot from France on the green table. Kirsty Donald from Scotland. 1 more left on the board. It's going to come onto the table very shortly. Stephanie's still got 1 on the board. Anne's got 1 on the floor. But Kirsty, last fleece. Lifts it. Lays it out on the table. Nice. Wee bit bunched up maybe. Judge will be having a look at it anyway. He knows more than I do about it all. Anne Minot wraps the neck in. Back onto the floor to pick up her last fleece, but roll up time for Kirsty Donald from Scotland. Nice and tight, keeping it nice and tight. Very experienced Kirsty Donald. Brings the neck round, tucks it in. It'll go on the basket very shortly. She'll be happy with it. Looks good, looks a good shape, nice and tight. Away it goes for the judges. Back onto the board. Quick flick off the top of the shearing board. Up with the big broom. And away under the tables. Ooh, top of the table got to be swept off first. The board will be swept. Down onto the floor, those oddments will come. Stephanie Kocius and Minot, last fleeces for them into the baskets. Anne drops hers. She'll get to the broom up and away with the clean-up as well. Stephanie Kocius making sure it's tucked in there nice and tight. That fleeces away to see the judges. And she's away with the broom as well. Clean-up time for all these three competitors. Kirsty Donald under the table. Stephanie Kocius on the board. Anne Minot just moves to the table right now. Bring all the oddments back over towards the buckets. And they'll go in the right bucket. Different oddments and different pieces there of wool. Got to be sorted out yet. Kirsty Donald won't be far away into the bucket that goes. Down on the red table from Scotland, Kirsty Donald. Final flick round. Time taken for Kirsty Donald, the Scottish competitor. Well done, Kirsty. Just leave Stephanie and Anne up there battling it out. Just finishing off their work. Into the right buckets. The pieces go. Stephanie Kocius from Germany. Well done, Stephanie. And Minot from France. Last to finish off. Hand goes up. Time clock gets stopped as well. Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Heat number 7.
Who is